up and hit a pole in the back, and I broke the window. Welcome back, guys, to another Positive Guys podcast at the Positive Guys Network with myself, Fortunato.
Luca. What's her topic?
And
Where's... Oh, wait.
Bella's not-
Bella's there?
Bella's not here today. No, Bella's not here today.
Okay, wow. I was like... I was thinking about it in my head. I'm like, do I say Bella? I can't really see her right now, but she might be in the room.
I want to get into it. Just, guys, I've been having a crazy day. I'm going to get into it with a kind of a storytelling, but today we're talking about unexpected moments happening, but for the worst, and also we'll talk about the good moments that can happen too. Luca, you mind if I take away this subject today and just start talking about my day?
Talk away, because I mean, who best to talk than you, the one that actually experienced it.
So, guys, as you know, in life we deal with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Quote unquote, the good, the bad, the ugly, the movie.
Yeah.
But guys, today was a crazy day. As you don't know, maybe, I have a delivery company where I deliver a lot of products, packages, and stuff like that.
Congratulations to that, though. That's actually incredible.
Thank you. And what happened exactly is that, today, if you're watching this now, today was the first snowfall in Montreal, and the roads were really bad. A lot of people don't have summer tires on, and it was just a crazy day to drive. I mean, there was a lot of snow today. Honestly,
I agree. Let me say something, because I know the story.
Go ahead.
It's not the first snowfall for us, so like
exactly.
Every time.
There you go.
I love it that. Tell me before we get into your story. Tell me if you have a company. If someone comes into your company and comes in late, and they blame it on the snow, what are you gonna say? Oh yeah, you're right. You know what I would say? I'd be like, you know what? I'm not late. Number 2, it's not the first snowfall. Number 3, should have woken up earlier.
And you shouldn't have been born in Montreal.
Yeah, exactly. Don't complain.
Well,
but
look,
this story is completely different. This has nothing to do with you.
No, but the thing is, I woke up this morning, me and my cousin, okay, my partner, and we woke up, perfect day, okay, it was snow outside, the car started, that's what matters. We start the cars, we drive to the warehouse, everything's good, we take out our packages, we do everything that we do, all our drivers are good. Now, there was a lateness in one of the warehouses of 5 hours for our drivers. That's where it kind of started the day. They got their packages, they started delivering their packages. All of a sudden, we get a call around 12:30 that one of my drivers was in a car accident. Now, my first instinct, obviously, when someone's in a car accident, for anybody out there, is the person okay? Honestly, at the end of the day, screw the car, whatever happens, is the person okay? Now, my driver was perfectly fine, but the car was dented in on his side, and you can't open the door, so in the window. So I said, okay, wow, the first snowfall, this is what happens. What do you want to do? This is what happens. Now, throughout the day, it was just a disaster. Deliveries were getting late deliveries. People weren't answering the door, and it was just a whole mix-up of stuff. Now, the day's done. Everyone's going home. I have one last driver on the road. The driver calls me an hour before we've even filmed this podcast and tells me that, I'm officially done everything, but we have some bad news. I said, what's the bad news? He goes, I don't know how to tell you this, but I finished all my deliveries, but I backed up and hit a pole in the back, and I broke the windshield in the back of the car. I go, are you serious? Now, I'm going to get into this a lesson of what happened today. It was a bad day.
Yeah,
right?
It was a challenging day.
I think
definitely.
Yeah,
a challenging day.
I like that word. I like that day. I don't want to say bad. It was just a challenging day. Because bad day is if you don't wake up in the morning, you don't take your first breath of air.
Yeah,
that's a bad day.
That's true.
You understand? But a challenge, I like that word. Challenging is just, it was a lot of challenges today that we were able to get through to the day. That's what matters in the end of the day, that we were able to get through it. That's what really matters. And accomplish our goal of delivering all the packages. But the only problem is that we had a lot of challenges. And now I'm going to say something from challenges, okay? I don't know if you can say, look, on a scale if they were big challenges or small challenges. I would say they're medium challenges, if I can say, because cars are easily refixable. Even if they're expensive, they're easily refixable.
Yeah, I was only thinking of the expensive aspect, and it is really expensive. And for some people, like for this, you're lucky that you've worked hard in the past to create yourself like a nice fund, because a lot for people, you know what their solution would be to this?
Give up.
No, they put duct tape. It's not so hard. A lot of people have to be like, oh shit, now the police, if they see me, something, I have to put duct tape and make sure no one sees me, make sure everything's good, put clear tape. Luckily, you're fortunate enough to be in a situation where you could be like, okay, I'll repair it, it's okay. And
Exactly.
The dent, it'll be fine. There's worse than that can happen. It's good that you're easy,
The,
like you could look past it, because a lot of people
yeah, like
that'll drop them to the floor and be like, you know what, fuck this, and
fuck
like,
everything.
yeah, like this is like two things bad happened. This is the end of the day for me. I'm going home. This is more than enough. I didn't need that. Yeah.
Exactly.
So just the way you looked at it, the way you viewed it.
I think that's the perception of it though. I think what you're saying is true. Is just I think the way I viewed the challenges. Like
Yeah.
honestly, I'm not gonna lie. At a point, I had like a kind of a panic attack, saying like, "What the hell's happening? Why are all these bad things happening
Yeah.
to me?" And I don't know if you feel this way sometimes, but whenever a lot of bad things happen to you, I try to blame it on someone, or I try to blame it on God or why it's happening.
Yeah.
I never try to this
Yeah,
think of it
because
and
there's
say,
a reason
why are
for
these
it.
things
Yeah,
happening?
we're trying to figure out a reason that this is happening. And you know what? For
Exactly.
me, yeah, for me,
Yeah.
sometimes when a lot of bad things happen in a day, or too many bad things happen in a day, I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna stay home. I should just rest. That's literally what
Exactly.
I do when bad things happen. That's when too many bad things,
You,
and it's not me giving up, because this is how I see it. When a lot of bad things start happening, I see it as like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be out here right
something
now. Maybe I should just be at home, safe and sound.
smart.
Like
It's a smart idea.
when bad things happen in a way, like, I don't know if you're very, like, I forgot what the word is, but like, like, let's say you see a black cat cross or something
Yes,
stupid,
yes,
simple like that.
superstitious.
Yeah,
If you're
exactly. Yeah,
superstitious.
like something stupid like that. Or and then you see, okay, and then something else happens. Let's say me and my cousin once we went to when we were walking through a park, and then something happened. We were walking to the park to get to the dépanneur, and once
Okay.
we walked through the park, someone was there looking at us and staring at us, and we're like, okay, this is something really bad. Like, this is
Freaked
yeah,
out.
we're freaking out. We're like, what the hell? So we jog a bit, and then after, you know what happens after that? We get to the
Mm.
dep later, like maybe like 2 minutes late, and then the police is there, and the guy at the dep, well, it's a gas station. It was a gas station, but the guy there was like, yeah, we just got robbed. Oh my god.
Oh
If we
my
were there
god.
like 3 seconds earlier, we would have been there when they were getting robbed. So it's like,
That's what I mean. That's what I mean though. It's like I really feel sometimes like luck is time.
yeah,
It's really time,
yeah,
man. Because like if you would have went to that depender at that time, who knows what would have
yeah.
happened?
It's freaky. Like, it's really freaky. Like what if it was? Were you on the road today driving?
Yeah, I wasn't the one driving today, and it was
You see,
honestly
like,
it
it
was like a
wasn't
really
you.
bad day.
Yeah, like, but it
It
wasn't
was
you.
a no, it wasn't me. Like I wasn't in
You just had to
control
deal
of
with
anything that
everyone else's,
happened.
like, bad things that happened to them.
Exactly.
I'm sure they didn't do it on
Exactly. Like
purpose, but
no,
obviously,
not at
yeah,
all.
obviously you could be more careful in the winter. But if you're getting hit, then there's nothing you can do. Brace for
Exactly.
impact, literally.
It was literally just one of those days where like you want to like forget about it, but like at the end of the day, like now what I always say is like whenever something happens, there's always consequences to pay. Like now I gotta fix both cars.
Yeah,
Understand? I gotta dish out the money to fix both cars, and I mean these things are gonna happen. Understand? These things are the consequences always lead to lessons.
yeah,
Understand?
true.
And the lesson I take from what happened today, or the lessons I take from anything that bad happened today, is just like sometimes the things that happen around you that even good or bad are out of your control.
Yeah. This is
Understand? There's no way that I could have prevented it. There's no way that I could have done something. I sent all my drivers this morning a text saying, "Guys, be careful on the road. It's gonna be a little bit of a dangerous day today because of the weather. The conditions are not the best. Be careful."
And
I
everyone,
sent that
no
text
one
and it
drives
still
well.
happens.
Yeah, and just for you to send that text shows that you care for your drivers.
Of course. I like honestly, Luca. It's like the thing that frustrates me the most is that sometimes, no matter how much effort you put into something, or no matter how much care you put into something, bad things are still gonna happen.
Yeah.
I understand that my cousin Cosmo today. Shout out to my cousin Cosmo because I'm a stress ball, okay? And I think we speak for both of ourselves, Luca. We're both stress balls
Yeah.
when it comes down to getting work done.
And specific
Right?
things, and making sure it lines perfectly, even though there's no such thing as
Yeah,
perfect.
exactly. But my cousin today, he told me, he's like, listen, he's like, well, that's life. He literally told me that when I told him that the windshield cracked at the end of the night, he goes off, the cherry on the cake. But like with no stress, and like I really look up to that, and I feel like a lot of people, and I gotta take a lesson from it, as I get so stressed with the smallest things. If I wake up in the morning and I feel like how do you say it? How can I say it, Luca? My phone's at like 10% battery. I start stressing. I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck, I
yeah,
forgot to
yeah.
charge my phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why am I? And I tell myself, why am I stressing over this?
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, that's true because we overthink it and we're like,
Exactly.
oh my god, okay. Where am I gonna charge it? I have to do calls. I have to do this. You start thinking of everything you have to do instead of being like, okay, I'm gonna charge it. 20 minutes is gonna be at 50. You're gonna get in the car. It's gonna charge 20 more percent, and I'll be fine. Instead of looking at it that from that view, we always tend to look at something from a negative view as soon as it happens.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like we're always looking at something from the negative side. And I'm honestly tonight, I'm not even speaking on things on a good term for myself. It's because I'm a very big stressful and I do things very, very badly
Yeah, because now
when it
you're
comes to
probably right now
overthinking.
you're probably thinking of, okay, where am I gonna fix it? Are they gonna have the
Exactly.
windshield for the
Exactly.
back? The door.
Exactly.
The door. I'm gonna have to buy
Exactly.
another door. I'm probably just gonna buy like a cheap one that's like from a scrap car and just put it on and get it painted.
Exactly. You said it. That's exactly my idea.
That's that because you don't want to spend money on. You don't want to buy a new door for a car, and it's not even your car. Number one, it's the company's car. Well, your company,
Exactly.
but like it doesn't need to be a A1 car, or else you would have bought them an Escalade. It just needs to deliver, and
Exactly.
that's it.
Exactly. Like, honestly, like I'm even thinking about leaving the car like that, even if it's a little bit dented in, because it's still drivable. Like you're able to do everything. But
This is
I
what I
mean, at
would
the end of
say.
the day,
Don't fix it. If the other door opens,
yeah,
keep it like that.
exactly. It's a lesson learned,
Yeah.
and then that dent. Whenever I look at it ever again, I'm gonna remember that. Okay, we got that driver has to be more careful.
Yeah,
Understand?
and
Instead, if I fix it and it happens again, you're really gonna get mad.
yeah, that's it. And there's no point of fixing it because it's not like it's gonna slow down delivery. Number one, and it's
Exactly.
gonna cost you more to fix it. Then it's gonna be
Oh,
profitable. Now even if it's
I,
broken, it's more profitable. As soon as you spend that $800 to
exactly.
fix it, you're gonna lose $800. So by the time you remake that $800 after payroll and everything, it's not gonna be worth it. That's how I see it.
Exactly. You said it. I mean, at the end of the
Wait,
day,
is
it's
it a
just
big
like,
dent? Can I fix it with a suction cup?
I don't think so, man. I really don't
You
think so.
saw
Do
it?
you have a suction cup?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, I'm passing by your place.
I might be able to
No,
fix
but
it. Or even you know what you could
the
try?
problem.
This
Yeah.
with a plunger. I know it
Yeah,
sounds
I heard about
stupid.
that. My cousin.
Put the plunger and
You
pop
know,
it out.
the only problem is that it's the mechanism inside that has to be fixed. That's the problem. That's where it gets expensive. But I think we have to come up with an idea. But we're gonna come up with something. You know what? After every consequence is a lesson learned, but there's a solution to be solved.
Yeah, and this is,
Understand?
if you learn to fix this door, if knock on wood, any of your drivers this happens to them, if it happens again where they get a
Exactly.
fender bender, you know how to
Knock on
fix
wood.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, this honestly like. I don't look forward to these things happening, but whenever you look like you said, whenever these things happen and you're able to solve it, understand? Whenever these things occur again, at least you're able to solve these problems,
Yeah.
understand? Like right now I don't know how to solve those problems, so I gotta look for the solution to solve it, but once I find that solution, I'll always have that in my mind.
Think about
So
it.
that's with anything.
Yeah.
Even besides what happened today with me guys, that's with anything in life, okay? And I wanna get into it really in detail is that always find a solution to your problem because once you find a solution, that solution will always be there for other problems also. I don't know if that
Exactly.
makes sense.
Yeah. No, but even this,
Uh-huh.
think about this. I just thought of it in my head. How many
Go ahead.
doors does that car have?
It has four.
Okay. So wait, counting the back of the back?
No, it's four plus the trunk in the back.
So
Five.
that's 5. You still have 4. You're still
I like
good.
that,
You're
I like
still
that.
good. I'm looking at the camera as
It's
if you're in
true
front of
though.
me, but you're still good. You don't
It's
have
true
to
though, you're
worry.
right. No, you're right. You're
If
right.
you were
Honestly,
down to 3 doors, then it'd be like, okay, well, then it's gonna be a hassle just getting boxes out. But like 1 door, you have 5. You're fine. You have 5 more doors to
Very
go
true.
before you think that there's a problem.
I like that. You made me feel better about myself right now. That's really true. I feel like at the end of the day, it's just like even if these problems happen, look around you and look what you have around you
Yeah.
and look how you can make
You
it better. Or
you
look how
probably
can work
forgot
better.
that you still had 5 doors on that car.
Yeah, I right now when that accident happened, I felt like I just had one door.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, now you can't work like that. You can't do this. You can't do that. But anyway,
Exactly.
wait, we can't forget our sponsor.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to mention them. You want me to go into it?
Yeah, I'm holding it right now in front of the camera.
Alright guys, how you guys can see, Luca's holding a prestigious bottle. 1 in a million. Lux Life hand sanitizer. The best hand sanitizer out there in the world. Retails are at Walmart and many more. If you guys want a hand sanitizer to take your germs away and your bacteria away from your hands, and anything else that you want to use it on. If you want to use it on your feet or whatever, guys, message us today. You get 10% off when ordering your Lux Life with the Positive Guys podcast, guys. Honestly, it's one of the best hand sanitizers out there. Not because it's a sponsor, but whenever you're putting on your hands, it's not like other hand sanitizers
And
that
it
bother
actually
you
smells really
or
good.
oily. Yeah, it's honestly, it's like it evaporates very fast. And whenever you're on the go, especially with your busy life, you want a hand sanitizer that evaporates very fast, especially during these COVID times, these pandemic times. You need something to get rid of those germs and those unwanted bacteria.
And you need a good price, so you can come to us and ask us for a discount.
Lux Life, the best hand sanitizer out there. Thank you guys once again for our sponsor. Let's get back into the episode.
Yeah, that was kind of like a Logan Paul type thing, like in the middle. But his is a bit more
awesome.
graphic.
Like
his
that.
is like Blue Chew. This is
And then there you go. Shout out Mike Lucci. Guys, honestly, besides that topic, I want to get into a little bit something that me and Luca were talking about a couple weeks ago. We want to know, guys, exactly what you want to see on the podcast. Because, I mean, a lot of times we talk about a lot of certain different topics. And like any other talk show, any other entertainment podcast, a lot of times topics come to an end.
yeah.
And we want to hear what you guys want to hear, what you guys are suffering through, or what you guys are dealing with. Understand how we can talk about it and make it better. That's what it's all about.
That's true. And do you guys want to see guests? Do you guys want to see like what do you guys want to see? Like, is it a guest? Is it maybe you guys want to meet one of Fortunato's like friends? Do you want to meet one of my friends? Do you want to meet someone that has nothing to do with this and just someone that comment down below? Because like we're always like, especially now that we're doing virtual, we can find a way. We've done it before. We could find another way. We're gonna film virtual, and if we have to do it through Zoom, we'll do it through Zoom. Honestly.
There you go. Like we love the interaction with you guys, and then we feel like sometimes it's like we don't know if you're shy or if you're feeling a little bit if you're feeling a little bit shy to message us personally, guys, and not leave a comment because we do get messages here and there, but we want to receive your messages, we want to receive your comments. We appreciate your interaction with us because it drives us to do more for you guys.
Absolutely. And honestly, should we have a guest next week?
We should have a guest next week. You know what? For next week, guys, we're gonna promise you a guest. We're gonna try to organize a guest. When the beginning of COVID hit, we had amazing guests. An example of that, and something that he just dropped actually. He just dropped. I think it was entertainment company that's dropped it. Is Kevin Hines.
Yeah.
And his story. I don't know if you saw. Lucas sent that to me, and I saw it before you even sent it to me. It's like it's amazing.
It has like 8 million views right now, so it reached 8 million people. That would be amazing for one of our videos to do that.
Yeah, but think of it, just to have him on the podcast, it's crazy. Like, honestly, so just let us know who you want. And if we can get in contact with them and get them on the podcast, it's a dream come true, and you guys get to see someone that you really look up to on the Positive Guys podcast. So,
and I want to ask them something. Like, I want to explain to them something. Like, I know it's very long, the whole process, and we said we were supposed to travel, we were supposed to do this. But we want to still do that. We still want. I know we could go to Toronto. We can go to these places. But it's not like the same as it used to be. Nothing's open, no restaurants. No one wants to interact with you right now. So me and Fortunato, unfortunately, cannot travel. We can't and it's I think it's long for us too. It's even longer for us because right now we're filming in person. And a lot of people ask me actually for real, why are we filming like this? And none of us have COVID, but we found that it was easier like this. Especially in the commute like this in Montreal with the traffic in the winter.
Exactly.
People forget how to drive, and it's like it's never snowed before. So yes.
I always say that, Luca, is that no matter whatever you can do to make your life easier, do it.
Yeah, especially
and this is how we made our life a little bit easier.
Yeah, because like this is gonna make it so that we can continue further on, and not like let go of it, just because like. Oh, it's getting tough. Because it does get tough sometimes for me and Fortunato. We look at it and we're like, oh, we were supposed to be here. We're supposed to go here. And we're supposed to do this. Things like this are still going to happen, but time is so, like, right now.
It's very true, though, because I think at the same time, I think all of our lives are at a pause. And that's why a lot of people are getting frustrated. Like, everybody's life is stopped.
Yeah. And, we're all waiting for the moment to get that green light that the vaccine is out. People are gonna wait, which is fine with me. I don't care. You could wait.
Yeah, I just think it's like the thing that hurts the most is that like when you see yourself like at this time, who knows where you would have been.
Yeah.
Understand? That's for everybody, and in your careers and whatever you do, who knows where you would have been at this time. Understand?
Absolutely.
So I just think at I think this is a time to analyze, and that what me and Luke have been doing too a lot is that we've been trying to say, okay, we can't use this time to do what we want, but let's just plan out what we want to do. Let's keep working hard at what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Understand? Because it can bring us somewhere in the future
And
when,
honestly,
when we're
it's
allowed to travel.
I don't want to say there's no progress on the positive, guys, but I do want to say
There
like
you go.
there is progress. It's very slow, but we ain't giving up. We can't give up. And look at YouTube has 64 subscribers now, which is it's not a
Exactly.
lot, but from my view,
But it's
it's
something.
very hard to get to like 200, 300, 400 subscribers. So once we do make our way there and we break that bracket, there's going to be continuously views, comments, and stuff like that. So once we break that barrier, it's going to be hard to break that barrier. I've broken that barrier of 200 subscribers on my channel, and it was super hard. And I know it sounds super like stupid, but it's super super hard on YouTube. And it's right now, if you're watching this from Instagram, Instagram is like the algorithm. Yes, is tricky, but there's ways of manipulating it. You know, like
Yeah,
there's ways if you know,
exactly,
like
you
I'll
said it.
post at 9 a.m. on a Saturday. A lot of people will see it. YouTube doesn't care. There's no time of you posting that people will see it. No one cares.
Yeah, YouTube just throws your thing anywhere, and that's
Yeah.
the problem. It's like it's very hard. It's very hard. I feel like it's very in this type of industry, and no matter what entertainment industry you're in it, it's very hard to like. It's very hard to go forward.
Yeah, and the problem is we're doing this to get viewed by people, and then the people comment and interact. That's what we want. Like we don't want more than
Exactly.
that. But just to get that, there's a work, and
Exactly.
work.
And it's been hard. It's
Yeah.
been hard. Especially when you see your stuff that like it's been good and then it's been going down a little bit.
Yeah.
That's when you start feeling it. But guys, honestly, at the end of anything, and to even just conclude what we're talking about, I don't wanna complain to you guys.
No.
But honestly, it's just like no matter how hard life gets after watching this podcast, just think about your life and this. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how slow the progress is in your life,
It's happening.
just remember at the end of the day to keep working.
Yeah,
It's happening.
it's literally
exactly.
you don't
Keep
see
working.
it, but microscopically things are happening every millisecond,
Exactly.
and you've improved
Exactly.
every millisecond. Just going to bed, okay, when you go to bed, nothing happens, right? But you're improving. How are you improving? Because when you wake up that next morning, you got your 8 hours of rest or 9, or whatever is good for you.
Sure.
You wake up and you're like, okay, new day, new energy, new this. You could wake up,
That's progress.
yeah, and like you wake up, you walk the dog. You have no choice.
There you
It's
go.
like it's not even a chore. It's part of your life now, and it's cool because like
Exactly.
you progress. You walk your dog. You can meet new people. Who knows who you can meet
long-
literally
as-
walking your dog.
No, it's true, but as long as you always see progress, I mean, a lot of people, the results in their life is just like it's like a halt.
Yeah.
It's like a pause, and they never try to continue their lives to see process. Guys,
Yeah.
continue working hard and just keep making the gears grind.
Yeah.
Understand? Keep making it rock and roll, and just never stop believing in yourself, because I mean, the moment you stop grinding, the moment you stop progressing in life, is the moment you're just gonna be like dead inside.
Yeah, that's when you
Understand?
give up. That's when a human that and honestly, from my point of view, I think that's when depression starts.
Yeah.
Depression
It's
starts
true.
then when you give up on yourself, because you yourself are your only competition, right? You have nothing to compete.
Exactly.
You're not opening a company because I have a company. I don't have a company, but in that phrase, like you're not trying to do it to beat me. Not trying to do it. You're trying to do
Exactly.
it to grow
There's a
yourself
saying-
and
there's-
expand. Yeah.
There's a saying for that though. There's a saying for that. It's like always no. Never mind the other guy's grass on the other side. Just keep watering your grass.
Exactly. And
It's-
that quote means like it's a lot. You know, it's
It
a
means
heavy
the world.
yeah.
It means a lot, because a lot of people at the end of the day. I know we can get into another topic, but I mean it's just like people are always gonna look at what the other person's
Yeah,
doing.
they get
and try
so
to better
distracted.
themselves.
Yeah, they get so distracted
Stay
by
in
the
your
other
lane.
people. Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
And like me and you, like literally like let's speak like very raw. Like we don't have like that many things in common besides like us very being ambitious people and being like
Yeah.
very like wanting and like making sure that our dreams
Exactly.
come true. That's what we have in common.
Exactly.
But we don't have like the same
Exactly.
like how we see the same way, but how we're pursuing it isn't the same way because we both have our own unique
No.
dreams. And a lot of yeah,
exactly. And you said it.
and a lot of people try to be like others, and then they're following other people. It's like
And they fall out.
yeah, and a lot of people try to be like others, and they follow other people's dreams, and then they're like 3 years into it, they're like,
So
like this is
true.
not what I want to do. Like no kidding,
That's
because
so true, man.
you're being motivated, but you're not even being motivated. You're following.
Exactly.
You have to
Exactly.
motivate.
You're not
Yeah,
a leader. You're a follower.
exactly. That's why sometimes, like,
Ah,
even
man.
like YouTube, when I first made my video on YouTube, let's say, like 4 weeks ago, I
Hmm.
didn't watch any montage type videos, so I only watched podcasts because that doesn't alter your imagination, right? That doesn't make you give. It doesn't give you ideas. I want it to be like
For
raw
sure.
on the way how I film. So basically, I was self-inspired on those videos. Yes, I was inspired by like Casey Neistat and everyone from the past that I watched, but I made sure not to watch videos to so inspired by myself. Basically, is what I'm saying, and that's what everyone should be.
Exactly. For sure. No, you said it 100%. I couldn't agree with you more on that because I feel like at the end of the day, you have to find your own inspiration and you have to find your own motivation.
Yeah, and it
Don't look
creates
at
your own
others. Don't look at
story.
others at
Yeah,
all.
it creates your own story after. You don't want to have the same story
Yes.
as everyone else. Everyone.
Write your own book.
Yeah, exactly. And your life technically is a book. Like your book is gonna be very
Exactly.
detailed, and like
So it's gonna include those two actions that happened today.
yeah, definitely. That's gonna be a chapter for itself. It's gonna be called "Everything's Breaking on Me."
Very true, guys. I just want to let you guys know if you guys like how me and Luke have been doing the podcast because we've been doing them I find
Like a
unfiltered and
yeah,
just chatting with each other.
yeah, and I think
And
that's
I
really
feel
good.
like I feel much more comfortable.
Yeah.
I like it much more better.
This
So
is
let
like
us know
a
in the
phone
comments
call.
if you guys like it.
Yeah,
Yeah, let us know. Because honestly, I've been really enjoying these podcasts lately, how we're just talking raw. So if you guys like how we talk, please let us know in the comments to continue how we're doing it or
Yeah.
message us privately. Or just put that thumbs up just to let us know that you guys are rocking with our
means the
stuff.
world.
Because we really appreciate your support.
yeah, and like
Alright, guys.
honestly, one more thing, like this
Go ahead.
having this conversation is literally what we like when we call each other. This is what we would talk about. Literally,
true,
it's
100%.
and if you guys like this and this is what you guys want, all for it. It's super fun because like you guys get to in on our conversation, and if we talk about our dreams or future or stuff we want to work on, you guys get to hear about it. But if you don't like it,
Exactly.
let us know in the comments. If you like it, just give a thumbs up and stay quiet. No, I'm joking.
We love we love the love and we love the hate.
Yeah.
As long as it's interaction, we want to know exactly what you guys
Yeah.
don't want and what you guys want.
Exactly.
Thank you once again, guys, for tuning into another podcast. Remember to purchase your bottle of Lux Life to take those unwanted germs and those unwanted bacteria away from your hands. Guys, we love you all. Thank you once again for watching another beautiful podcast. My name is Fortunato.
And my name's Luca. And thank you guys for watching.
See you guys next week.
Ciao.